bare behind. It's still blank. I probably need some quotes. Let me know. Shall I put some quotes behind? Because I have to decorate this environment to make sure the whole lighting and the lighting issues happen. Listen, the weather is not perfect. I've got extra lighting going on here from my phone. So I'm trying. I need to try harder. I know. It's a mindset thing. So it's a topic which you've been talking to me a lot about, which you want to sort out once and for all. Every day we've got loads more coming up. So remember, as we said yesterday, these videos are bite-sized, one step at a time. Give yourself time. Because that's what I had to do. Even though I'm turbo flow, I had to give myself time. And so we're going to talk about this topic today, and it will help you because this is what you wanted, which is what you put in the introduction video. And go ahead, click like on the video, leave me your comments below, and share this across your social media network. Don't just help yourself, help somebody else. That's another challenge for you today, to share this with at least one other person that you know who's got some problems, issues, challenges, who's got a negative mindset, who's always down, who wants to make positive changes but they don't know how. Help me to help everybody else like I'm helping you. So go ahead and share this across your social media network. So today is day 3. It's day 4 of the videos because I did an introduction video, but it's day 3 of our challenge. And today's theme, I guess you can say, even though I don't want to make these themed, today we're talking about past, present, future. So we're talking about past, present and future. Many of you are saying to me that you are stuck in the past. Many of you are saying you're worried about the future. And in both cases, what you're doing is exactly what I did for majority of my life, even though I'm succeeding, is I was stuck in the past or worried about the future, and I was ruining my now, this moment right now, my present. And if you've known me for a long time, and if you've been part of my world for a long time, then you know something that I always say, which is, this moment is the only moment that knows the moment that is, that was, and that will be. And this moment can be our last. How do we want to return to our Creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How do we want to return to Him in this moment? Because this moment is all we have. And by staying in the past, which does not exist anymore, there is no past. And the future, which we're worried about, which hasn't even arrived yet, you're ruining your present right now. We almost somewhat prophesize our coming moments. How do we do that? We do that by the continuous negative loop, continuous stories that we tell ourselves, which are not for real, which are just comfort zone. And I want to tell you something, is that I can't sugarcoat this information for you and give it into you in a polite way or in a happier dose, because I grew up on sugar. I grew up on sweets and chocolates. I grew up in a comfort bubble. I'm the youngest of 5 siblings. I have 2 elder brothers, 2 older sisters, 15 nieces and nephews. My sister's got 2 cats and a hamster. I had my mono, who was 17 years old, and 2 years ago she returned to Allah. We're a family of cat lovers. I have a big family, even though in this family it's just me, my parents and my nephew. I grew up in this bubble, a comfort zone bubble. Everything was sugar-coated for me. And to an extent, that's perfect. That's fine. You want that. You want to grow up in a princess kind of a world. And that literally was my kind of a world, because I'm the youngest. So I get everything that I ever wanted. I grew up in sweets and chocolates. Sweets and chocolates for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner. There was a corner shop on both ends of the road where I lived. And when we moved to this house many, many years ago, in 92, I remember kissing my mum on the cheek and saying, "Thank you so much for moving to a street where there's a corner shop and I can go get sweets." I can't sugarcoat this stuff for you, because that's what has stopped me from excelling in the life. I'm 37 years old now. I look at people who are my age and have achieved so much, mashallah, and I pray for them. And because I'm an achiever, I'm highly ambitious since childhood. That's just who I am as my nature. I get intimidated by others. I know that's probably hard for you to understand. Like, why would I be intimidated? I'm on this personal development journey. I'm doing so much. But I'm a human being. I've got these certain standards for myself. And when I don't hit those certain standards for myself, and I see others excelling, mashallah, I want to be at that level. Not to compete with them, because I always compete with myself. Because I know I can do more. But what have I been doing? Sabotaging this moment right now, because I was stuck in the past, which doesn't even exist. It's gone. It's not going to come back. and the future which hasn't even arrived. How do we sabotage our coming moments? Is by, when we're stuck in the past, we keep repeating the loop over and over, telling ourselves the stories because we want to stay in that comfort zone. Everything is fine and perfect in our comfort zone, and I know exactly how that feels because I have lived a life of comfort zone comfort. But that's not where growth happens. That's not where success happens. And when I talk about success, I'm talking about success in all areas of our life, not just a business or monetary sense. I'm talking studies, I'm talking ibadah, I'm talking family life, I'm talking love life, I'm talking relationships with our children, all of it, with society, with communities, friends, all of it. So, firstly, we stay stuck in the past which doesn't exist, and we keep telling ourselves those stories. And I think we're going to go up to 10 minutes again. We keep staying stuck in the past because we're not ready to face we're not ready to take on the responsibility to face our life, to take charge of our life, because we have free will. Nobody's in control of our life, even though we assume that they are. We give them control when they say things, and then we ruminate in here. That's when we give them control. They don't control us unless you are incarcerated somewhere, locked up somewhere. You're not even watching this. And there are people who are going through that, and may Allah make it easy for them. May Allah help us to help them come out of those situations. But if you're watching this right now, you are not somebody who's incarcerated. You have free will, and you can and you will right now make those positive changes in your life. Your past does not exist. Get out of that comfort zone. As I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat this to you. I love you. I make dua for you. You're my sister and brother in humanity and faith. But you have to come out of it. And I'd love to drag you out of it, but I'm not a violent person. I'm all about love, du'as and light. But this is from my words. Please hear it from my words and feel it from my soul. You have to come out of it. You have to tell yourself to come out of it. Come out of the past, because the past does not exist. Those people don't exist. Those stories don't exist. They are stopping you from excelling. You have to take responsibility for your life. I can't take it for you. You can't take it for me. Nobody else can take that responsibility. I had to take responsibility for myself. I said, enough is enough. And I said, how can I make those improvements in my life? That's what you have to do. The past is gone. Khalas. Done. Finished. The future, we make dua for it. We make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, blesses us with a good future, with a blessed future. Trials and tribulations are going to happen. They're meant to happen because they're meant to purify us. They're meant to make us grow stronger, grow wiser. And that's how we get Jannah al-Firdaus. We all want Jannah al-Firdaus, right? And I pray for Jannah al-Firdaus for all of us. How do we get Jannah al-Firdaus? Because we have to go through the tests and trials in this world. We have to get purified in this world. And I always say, rather get purified in this world than the next world. We don't want hell. We want to be purified in this world. And you can see little shadows on my hands in the background. That's because I've got the lighting going on because of the whole lighting situation. So how do we plan for a good future? Is we make dua for it. And we plan for it and prepare for it in the now, in this moment right now. Because the words that you keep repeating to yourself, the stories that you keep repeating to yourself is what's going to end up happening. Wherever you put your focus on, it's going to happen. It grows bigger. Have you ever had this situation? We have gone over 10 minutes, and this may be longer than 10 minutes, so that's fine because this is an important topic which needs a lot of time. Have you ever had a situation where you were focused so much on a certain thing, maybe the car that you want to buy, maybe a book that you want to buy, maybe a certain dress that you want to buy in a certain colour, then all of a sudden, everywhere you look, that's where you see, that's exactly where you see the colour of the dress, that model of the car, that book that you wanted to read? It's because we were focused so much on it. And we have free will to focus on what we want to focus on. No one can tell us what to focus on. Your family, your friends are not here controlling your mind. You control your mind. Allah has given you, God Almighty has given you free will to direct your mind where you want to. So right now, in this moment, say I'm going to take responsibility. Take responsibility for your present moment. Heal your past. Let go of your past. If you still have trouble letting go of your past, write a love note to yourself, or write a love note to yourself to heal yourself, or in fact write an exercise that I get everyone to do, is write all the things that come into your mind, all the things of your past, everything that's coming, rip it up and chuck it away. Flush it down the toilet, burn it, if it is safe to do so. Rip it up and let go of the past. It does not exist. Yes, remember those lessons that you have learned. Remember the good times. But we're not in the past. You're wasting this exact moment right now, this present moment. Here is where we create our best future. How do we do that? By our du'as, by asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to inspire and motivate us. Like, these things that I'm doing for all of you, they don't just magically happen. It's all from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's an inspiration from Him, because this is what I'm so passionate about, because this is information I wanted for me when I was growing up. I didn't have this information for me. Yes, I read encyclopedias, I read magazines, I read books, I did all those quizzes about my personality and everything, because that's what I love doing. But you know, all the vast information that we have now with online technology, with videos and everything, I didn't have that. I didn't have that back then. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspires me because I ask Him to. And you can do that in this present moment and create the life that you want to. Yes, plan your life. Even I'm like not the 5-10 year ahead planner, because it just whooshes for me. But I'm a big planner. I have big visions. You can do that too. It's your life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, God Almighty, is with you 24/7, and so are your angels. He sent down angels to help you. Take control right now in this present moment. Heal your past. Write that love note to yourself to heal yourself. Before you actually write the love note, do the exercise where you write all the negative things that come to you, all the things that happened, and then you make peace with yourself, rip it up, chuck it away, take a deep breath, come back, drink some water, hydrate yourself, because you're healing yourself. Everything is energy. You're healing yourself. Then write that love note to yourself, and then start planning for a good future by making lots of dua, making that plan for yourself where you put in the positive words and statements, which I'll talk about in the next video. But this is where you create your perfect life. And yes, Allah is the best of all planners. If it doesn't go exactly the way we want it to be, which it doesn't for me either, it's because Allah has something better planned, and what we were planning wasn't gonna go okay. Even when I make these videos, I have to do about 2-3 takes before this one full take. That's why I don't edit, because I don't like editing. I just like coming, when I start flowing and talking, I just go naturally. So my point being, the past is gone. Do those 2 exercises to heal it. Your future's not here yet, but you're making dua for the best future. And this moment right now, enjoy every single second of it by planning for it, by getting closer to God Almighty, by getting back on your ibadah. And just the way that loop was happening with those stories, now you get to create the positive loop for yourself. You get to do that. You are in control. Take control of your mind. Don't let your mind control you. You are in charge. It's not in charge. It's only in charge because you are giving your power away. Stand in your power right now and take control of this moment. That's how you can do it.